proudly we hail, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets restless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the home of the
Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome to season number 2 for the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series. Tonight is time for the Daytona Duels from Daytona International Raceway down in Daytona, Florida. And welcome aboard, everybody, one and all. So yeah, we got qualifying on for tonight to set the top 2 that will take the green next week, followed by a couple of duels to settle who will start on the inside row and who will start on the outside row come next week. So we're going to hop right in. As you can see, we got a pretty cool 78 degree air temp and 78 degree track temp. These things have been wicked loose for quite a while, but let's go ahead and jump on in and see exactly what these guys are made of. And again, welcome everyboard. Baby 808, thank you very much for the follow and welcome back. Good to see you after last season as well. So let's go ahead and bring up your scoring pylon and let's get ready to find out exactly who's going to be able to set the fastest lap out here at Daytona. Let's jump right on board with how about the one and only Let's jump on board with Jordan McGraw right now. As soon as the system decides it wants to play well with others, there we go. Here he is, the second year being signed by Team FTR, Team Frozen Toes Racing, going down the backstretch. I tell you what, I was talking to a lot of these drivers tonight, and they're saying that after about lap 5 to lap 10, these cars were getting all kinds of squirrely. So it's going to be interesting to see just how well these cars will do, not only in the short run once we get to the duels, but also in the long run as well. Some people saying, Pete, don't look forward to a long run in these things. Others saying they should handle just fine, depending on what kind of track position and what kind of position you put your car in throughout their paces. As you can see, Jordan now down all on that bottom yellow line, trying to make as much speed as he can, meanwhile keeping it painted right on that line so he's not giving up too much track position either. Looks like Jordan's first lap was a 50.07, coming to the there we go. Okay, I thought I lost him for a second there though. No, looks like he's coming off of 4 right now. Let's see if he ducks on down underneath the apron to short the track even more. Nope, he's going to keep it above the yellow line, and that is going to move Jordan up to P number 9. All right, let's check in with Sean Blanchard in his very own swag.biz machine. His first lap was good enough for P22 at a lap time of 50.06. And just as I say that, Francis Hamilton goes ahead and sets the fastest time so far with a 49.96. Some people swear that there is a method. You cannot get too close to the outside wall in order to carry a whole lot of speed. They say that if you get up close to the wall, it puts drag on the car and actually slows it down. As it looks like Sean, he's going to go ahead and cut the track. No, he's actually going to bring it in. So we're going to go ahead and switch on over. How about to Ryan Crooks? It looks like his first lap was good enough for a 50.04. Looks like he's rocking a brand new paint scheme as well. It's an all-white EMGG machine. Last season, it was all black with the magenta and white. So I guess he's going to try to start a little bit further back. Since he is, somewhat of a chartered car, he's got a guaranteed starting position. So we'll drop a little bit further into back. How about pick up with the one and only Jose Ruiz, another Team FTR driver, in his number 23. Jose, on his first time lap, is going to be a 50.11. That's good enough for only 46th position. We've got 51 cars out here that are going to be trying to take time, and I'm going to guess that was actually Jose's second lap, not his first. So how about the one and only John Honeycutt now, up here in this Team FTR number 50. And yeah, he is up to full speed. For a second there, the way the camera angle looked, it looked like he wasn't actually going to go for it. Like he was just going to kind of pace and maybe go for it on the second lap. Not 100% sure. Not necessarily what you would normally do here at Daytona. But that is going to be it. So far, looks like Francis Hamilton and Jeremy Kramer will be on the pole for next week's race, if that was right. I could be wrong. I might have missed it, but I think that's what I saw. All right, so it's going to go ahead and set up for duel number 1. Let's go ahead and clear this all out and show you how it's going to look for this duel. Francis Hamilton, again, so yeah, this would be for duel number 1, so this would be the inside row. In his number 48, he's going to start on pole. Jeremy Kramer is going to be P number 2. Frank Warner, P3, in that number 9. Tyler Doran is 77. He's going to start P4. P5 is going to be Brendan Book in his number 5, starting P5. Tom Flitcroft, old Tom Flitty, in his number 8 is going to start P number 6. P7 is going to be PJ O'Leary in his 24. Jimmy Cocker back in the Virginia Tech colors, going to round out row number 4 in his number 8. Looks like Frank Winnisett in his 20 will start P number 9. P10 to round out row 5 is going to be Matt Burgess in his number 12, with Austin Collins there in his double O is going to start P11, and to round out row number 6 going to be Ryan Crooks in that 25 EMGG machine. Let's go through the rest of the field. Chuck Cody in his number 36 going to start 13th. Joseph Berg is going to start 14th in his 93. Brian Pizzichemi, welcome back to him in his number 78, starting 15th. 16th is going to be Charles Kramer Jr. in his 4. Sean Blanchard in his number 91 Swag.biz machine, going to roll off P17. P18, Ryan McCall in his number 30. Eliza Bethel in their team owners. Team FTR number 64 is going to start 19th. P20 to round out row number 10 is going to be the one and only Micah Allard in his 61. I'm looking for a great season out of Micah, by the way. Nathan Mond in that double deuce, he's going to start 21st. 22nd, going to be the double 8. 88 for Oscar Henson. Tom Harmon's going to start 23rd in his 68 Avril Lavigne machine. Jose Ruiz, we just saw him in that number 23. He's going to start 24th. Going back through the field, 25th is going to be Philip Bridgman in his 18. And John Honeycutt, he's going to roll off 26th. So let's go ahead and clear the boards. What do y'all think? Jacob NASCAR says, I will be back next week. Yotes King out there. What's up, buddy? It's saying go Thomas. Repeat. All right. So let's go ahead and get back up. Let's get ready to set these guys off. It's going to be one hell of a night. It's going to be one hell of a season. Definitely looking forward to every single bit of action for the next 34 plus weeks. Again, welcome everybody to season number 2 for the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series. Tonight, it's all about the duels. And whether you're out there watching on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or on Roku TV through your favorite Roku TV or Roku streaming device, go on up, look for the IROC TV logo. It's what you see there right above the IROC, iRacing.com logo on the bottom right. Look for that logo. Be able to watch the beautiful race in stunning 4K, all completely free. But here we go, coming off of turn number 4. That pace car is about to make the left turn towards pit road. The Barney the Flagman should have the field well in tow. And we're about to call the season green. Hope y'all are ready. I absolutely am. Let's go. Green flag's out. It looks like Tom Flickroft's going to bring that number 8 Chevy Camaro to the front and going to go ahead and lead lap number 1. So let's go ahead and bring up everything else that you're going to need throughout the evening to be able to catch up or keep up with your favorite driver. Definitely, again, welcome everybody that's out there. Let's go. So Tom Flickroft, again, led lap number 1. Brendan Book is going to be P2. Matt Burgess, Tyler Dohar, and Ryan Crooks going to be your top 5. Again, this first duel, only 27 laps, the same as the next. You only qualify once, but they will roll right into duel number 2. Yotes King says he's P10 in duel 2. Got to finish high. Don't think I'm locked in. And the way what he's talking about out there in the world of Twitch is only the top, only those that were in last season are guaranteed a spot in this season. So it's almost like what you would find in actual NASCAR charters. So that's what they've got. Meanwhile, everybody else that is here, and we're talking, I think there were very close to 50 guys that wanted to get in on this season. They actually had to stop recruiting, I guess you could say, to kind of keep the numbers down, keep the disappointment down for those that did not make it. But if you were here last year, you know just how well the season progresses and just how strong the field is all season long. Tyler Doar, he's going to try to lead that lap, but nope, Tom Flitcroft up on the high side denies that opportunity, and Flitcroft came across side by side with that filter time number 78 to continue to lead. It looks like he's also got Elite Performance Industries on the side of that machine as well. Looking at a couple of very distinct packs here as they come screaming across the start stripe. You got the main pack, and then you've got this pack a little bit further in the back that's really just trying to survive should something happen up front. So far, everybody up front really been minding their P's and Q's, no real issues. Saw a couple pretty decent blocks. But they were able to hold their own and keep things moving in the right direction. But still, right now, again, Dohar leading, Jimmy Cocker, Hamilton, Kramer, and Micah Allard to go on through. And if I'm not mistaken, everybody that's right now inside the top 5 would be guaranteed all the way back to, I believe, P10. I don't believe Joseph Berg was running last season, so he's right now sitting, actually he just moved up to P10, just as I say that. But Eliza Bethel in 12th, Frank Warner, Ryan McCall, Oscar Henson, I believe he wasn't here last season, neither was, looking for any others, and it looks like, I believe Jeremy Kramer may have been early in the season, but there are a few guys in here that were not in it last season, so they've got to qualify or work their way in through the race all evening long. All right, let's actually go back and take a look at that pack a little bit further back. Right now being led by the one and only PJ O'Leary. He's locked in, so would Austin Collins, Brian Pizzakemi, Tom Harmon, Frank Winnicett, Jose Ruiz, John Honeycutt, Philip Bridgman, and Jeremy Kramer. The only one I'm not 100% sure about is Jeremy Kramer, but again, I could be wrong. I think he was around last season. So these guys, they're really just running. Meanwhile, up front, you might have some up here that really have something to prove. But they are just running in a single file, keeping it clean, keeping it green. Let's check in with P number 6, the 64 of Eliza Bethel. She's got Ryan McCall right behind her in that number 30. Is he back with, yep, he's back in the Shaboom machine, the same that he was last season. Maze Ninja out there as part of the EMGG watch party. Welcome back, Maze. Welcome back, Mal. Welcome back, Charizard. Welcome back, whoever is out there in the land of EMGG, keeping up with Ryan Crooks. You see him up there in that number 25, right behind Sean Blanchard in that swag.biz machine. He's got DeWalt up there as well. And, yeah, trying to get that high side to work. Now, something about the high side, in a lot of the officials that have been running as of late, the high side is really where you want it to be on a long green flag run. It just seemed like those on the bottom really wore out their stuff, and the high side prevailed a little bit later on. 25, 91, and others really pushing for all they can, as it looks like they blinked out just a little bit, but we're able to bring it right back and keep things rolling. All right, everything pretty much seems to have settled down on that bottom side. Tyler Doar, Jimmy Cocker, Francis Hamilton, Charles Kramer, and Joseph Berg. Eliza Bethel, she's also on the bottom right to the inside as they're going to try to go 3 wide. 25 scooting on by the 91, able to bring the 12 with him. And there is, I believe that's going to be Charles Kramer now leading on that high side, trying to bring that high side up, but it's not going to happen right there. They decide to go ahead and duck in. Now let's see if Ryan can do anything. 93, I'm sorry, that's not Charles Kramer, that's actually Joseph Berg up there in that machine right in front of Eliza, and also right behind the 48 rather, of Francis Hamilton. So now Ryan Crook sitting right there in P number 5. He's got the high side. He's got the 12 right behind him. That's going to be Matt Burgess. If Matt can push, that high side can be very, very beneficial because the tires aren't worn on the bottom side. Danny Banana says, Pete forgot me in your shout out of EMGG. Well, Danny, glad you're there as well. I never know who's there. May just said, shut up, Danny. Why not? No, Danny, thank you very much, sir. Let's go. All right, that pack a little bit further back, starting to catch up. PJ O'Leary, before he was within 4 seconds, cut that down to just 2.9 and trying to catch back up. But these Cup cars aren't like the way they were when the next gen cars were originally released. They've made big gains in it. It used to be if you were 2 to 3 tenths off of the next car in front, you were not going to catch them. They've worked on the draft quite a bit, and they're starting to move their way on up. Not at all, Danny. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Out there in Atlanta, Twitch says, you know I love you, Pete. Got to give you a little razz for the beginning of the season. Absolutely. And I'm glad that Shake and Bake Season 2 is finally out there. It seems like it's been way too long since this season started back up. I could not wait. I didn't realize, maybe because it was my first season last season, that they actually ran the full, or very, very close to the full NASCAR schedule. This year, that is exactly what it will be. Again, all 34 weeks of it. I think the only race that they will be substituting out is the road course in Chicago. I believe everything else will be ran almost as is. In fact, you know what? While we got a second, I'll go ahead and show you what that schedule is going to look like while you can still hear the cars in the background. So you got the duels tonight. Next week, March 6th, 90 laps right back here at the World Center of Speed. And then it's going to be Phoenix, Atlanta, Legacy Atlanta, not the Super Speedway Atlanta. So the car driver and handling will come right back into play. COTA, for 31 laps on the 27th. April 3rd, 180 laps from Iowa. And then Auto Club, April 10th for 90 laps. This first bit of the schedule is going to be absolutely amazing and cannot wait. All right, let's get back to the race. But yeah, just a quick glimpse of what you're going to see all season long. Definitely been too long. Excited to see you and the guys this season and how it plays out. Always here if you need me. Well, Danny, I definitely appreciate that, sir. All right, so let's work our way back up front, and it looks like Tyler Doar again still leading. Jimmy Cocker in that Virginia Tech number 31 still sitting P number 2. They've been nose to tail for many laps now, as it looks like we've only got 13 laps to go here. And guys and gals, again, this is just duel number 1. We will have another set of 27 laps to go right when this is said and done. This is just to set the running order for the for next week. So everybody that finishes 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, 9th, 11th, 13th, and so on, they will start on the inside row, except for Francis Hamilton, since he started on the pole in that number 48. Next week, he knows he's automatically got the pole. So your inside line next week will be all odd numbers, and then in all the even number finishers will start on the outside roll. That's how the duels and the lineup for next week's Daytona race kick off, just like real life. Whoop, that didn't work. There we go. There's that high side that I was talking about earlier. Number 93 of Joseph Berg able to go on up there and take the lead from the 77 of Tyler Doar. And just as I say that, looks like the help that he was getting from behind kind of backed off just a little bit. Might have had to cool the motor or whichever, or maybe the 93 just took a different line. But now you can see that that high side is just about even with the bottom. The 4 not quite up the trumpet of the 77 of Dohar either. And there you also see the 12 of Matt Burgess. So high side moving, inside, even though it's got more cars, starting to fall back just a little bit. Again, there is the difference in saving the tire as well as the momentum on that high side. Dohar, he's going to go ahead and go from first back to about P5 or P6 when it's all said and done. Both the 93 of Berg and Ryan Crooks in his EMGG machine able to drop in front of Dohar, and that filter time. I was almost said filter time eSpark machine, but nope, let's not. Super Kick Me says, let's go Zach and Phil. Zach, I don't believe he is in this one, but Philip Bridgman, he is a little bit further in the back. He's sitting 24th right now, only up one spot from where he originally started. But I believe Philip Bridgman, he was here last season, so he is part of the charter and will start next week at Daytona. Again, just about 50 guys were in practice. Some will go home, some others not so much. But yeah, there's driver 18, one of the Canadians here in the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series. Driver P number driver for season number 2. One long conga line right now on the bottom side. 8 laps to go in very short order. This line will go back double file. I would imagine that it's going to go triple wide also, because nobody wants to just give spots away. Could they kind of just say, you know what, I'm good with third. So right now Tyler Doar, because he's third, that means he would automatically start on the bottom, right behind the leader when we get to Daytona next week. You got Chuck Cody back here in number 36. He's up 6 spots, right behind the 30 Shaboom machine for Ryan McCall. Francis Hamilton, again, he will be next week's pole starter after winning the pole here for tonight. So the top 2 is already set, and we'll be able to show you who will start outside pole next week when we get into duel number 2. But so far, Joseph Berg still leading. Ryan Crooks, Tyler Doar, Charles Kramer, and Matt Burgess to round out the top 5. Here comes that pack that we saw kind of broken up just a little bit. I don't think the guys a little bit further back, headed up by Jose Ruiz right now, I don't think they're going to get here. There's just not a... No! It looks like I just saw the sun drop machine go up to the outside wall. That's going to catch that backpack up. And we've got caution number 1, so we should go back green with about 4 laps to go, but not too shabby. We just saw one car kind of get snappy loose and go up towards the outside wall. I think that might have been Nate Mon, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out. Yes, it was. All right, so let's roll back with him. All right, it didn't go back far enough, so let's rewind this the old-fashioned way. Yeah, wicked loose, absolutely. All right, going to stop right there. Let's switch on over to our trusty chase cam, and we'll pick it right up. You saw the car fishtailing all over the place, so you already know what caused this. But let's go ahead and play it out. got the 61 of Micah Allard right behind. Doesn't look like he took the, nope. He had Brendan Book right behind, and it looks like a few were able to skate on by. But yeah, just wicked loose, like Yotes King, old Byron Jones just said out there in the chat, and that's exactly what the guys were talking about earlier. Tires are no good that late in the run. They're like ice. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. And it looks like Joseph Berg, he's going to obviously go ahead and stay out. I wonder how many, it looks like Micah Allard, Tom Flitcroft, Eliza Bethel, PJ O'Leary, Brendan Book, Pizzakemi, Tom Harmon, Jose Ruiz, Philip Bridgman, Frank Winnisett, Austin Collins, Oscar Henson, Jeremy Kramer, and Nathan Mon have all gone down pit road. So let's see if we can find Joseph Berg and maybe have a quick chat with him, see what he thinks about his chance of being able to keep that thing up front on those very, very old tires, or if he thinks he might be a little bit of a sitting duck. I don't see where Berg is actually available to be pulled. I'm going to double check one more time. Let's see. Nope, I don't see Joseph Berg. So let's see if we could pull Ryan Crooks. It looks like he also stayed out. I know that he was just available. And right now he is sitting in P number 2. And we'll go ahead and pull him on up. Ryan, it's Repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in that brand new looking EMGG number 25. Last year we saw the black and magenta with the white. This year looks like it's white and that looks very, very clean. How you feeling about your race? How you feeling about the tires that you've chosen to stay out on? Can you get up there and take away this W, sir?
Yeah, we got the all white magenta EMGG Chevrolet Camaro this year. She looks good. Yeah, the race has been good so far. The tires obviously are wearing out, so it's going to be interesting to see, you know, if that has something to do with a possible wreck or a big one. But I feel good. Looks like the 93 Joseph's taking the high side, so we're going to restart down low. We've got Tyler behind us. He's really fast. He's a good pusher. So yeah, if we can just keep our nose clean and stay out of trouble, we should be all right. I like our shots.
With the way that the Daytona racing has been, both in officials and the preseason Thunder races here at Daytona, has the bottom line or the top line really been proven, or has it really proven to be the best on your tires?
Yeah, so I think if everything's equal in terms of pushers, I think the high line's certainly where you want to be, especially on a longer run with older tires, which is where we're at now. So I think, especially on a short run like this, the engine temps are down, so we should be able to push like hell the rest of the way. But yeah, maybe I can get clear and get up high. You definitely want to be up high, though, when the tires wear.
All right, Ryan, I'll get you back. Of course, you know you got a whole lot of support out there from the EMGG watch party. As always, good luck. Go get them. Keep that shiny side up, sir.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Pete.
You got it, buddy. All right, so we got him back down to that EMGG chat, or EMGG team comms. And as you can see, he will be restarting, just like he said, on the bottom line. We're getting ready to roll. All right, they're in the middle of turns 3 and 4, about ready to kick this back off. We'll ride with Ryan for a lap. It'll be 3 to go at the line. Not a green-white checker since we're starting at 4, but it'll be there we go. All right, so pace car is off. Sorry, got a little bit of a message. J-Pie out there in the land of YouTube saying, good luck, Jose. Talking about Jose Ruiz. A little bit further in the back in that 2-3. Clean restart. 93 able to drop in right in front of the 25. Let's go. Usually in super speedway racing, don't push the pusher is a rule that most drivers adhere to, but the 77 of Tyler Dohar all up the back trumpet of that 25 machine for Ryan Crooks. Charles Kramer sitting P3, Matt Burgess P4, Chuck Cody, Francis Hamilton, John Honeycutt, Micah Allard, and Sean Blanchard going to be your top 10. Yeah, J-Pa, I'm hoping that Jose can get on up here. Right now, he's sitting P16, up 8 spots from where he started. 2 laps remaining here from Daytona in duel number 1. Still got the whole second duel to go. And so far, the 93, he's got the field all in his rear view. But you can imagine, or you can bet your bottom dollar that they are not going to stay like this for the final lap. White flag coming. White flag is out. Checkers or wreckers. Yellow will not save anybody. 93 again, keeping everybody on the bottom behind him. 77 looks like that got a little bit of a gap back to the 4 of Charles Kramer. Here comes the 12 DeWalt machine as well for Matt Burgess. Who's it going to be? Who's going to step out of line first? Who's going to try to hope and pray that somebody in the back will go with him? So far, nobody. 77 still all over the back end of that 25, but Ryan really holding a very pretty wheel. There goes the 4 up to the high side. 25 is going to try to pick that up. Nobody with the 93 just yet. It looks like it's going to be Ryan Crooks at the line. EMGG machine comes across the stripe to take duel number 1 by a last-minute pass. One hell of a finish. Let's go ahead and rewind that before duel number 2 before duel 2 starts. I'll get it out one of these days. I absolutely promise. Let's go ahead and stop there. Switch on over a little bit closer. Don't be shy. All right, let's go ahead and actually go to the far chase. We'll show you just how close this finish actually was. 4 up, gave him a little bit of a bump. So 4, he tried to go high, just nothing happening. And again, the 25 for Ryan Crooks, he will start P number 3 for next week's Daytona race. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so that is it for his celebration because duel number 2 is going to go ahead and automatically load in. And it looks like we can go ahead and clear this all out. We'll go ahead and pull up your grid right now. Looks like so far Matthew Gale will be leading them off. Here we go. So again, Matthew Gale in his number 67 will start P number 1 with Mike DeWalt in his 19 to round out row number 2. Row 2, James Holzer in his number 17 with Brianna Lavin sitting P number 4. P5, Maxwell Castro. Welcome back to the one and only. In his number 27 is going to be P5. P6, Evan Knopp in his number 63. Joseph Turley in his number 13 with Andrew Sanford to his outside to round out row number 4 in that 37. Dylan Robb, welcome back to him in his number 16 to start P9. Byron Jones, you saw him out there in chat a little bit ago. He's going to be starting P number 10. P11, Jordan McGraw, old J-Mac himself in that 34 to round out row number 6. Going to be Cody Giles, old Fluffy in his number 6 machine, it looks like. Behind him, Andrew Wisdom in his number 15 to start P13. P14 is going to be Mark Morton in that nationwide number 52. P15 is going to be Brody Falker in his number 1 with Zach Deutscher in his number 21 to round out row number 8. Row 9, John Osborne in his 81 with Cody Kalinka to round out row 9 in his 79. Derek Hilker in his number 7 with Jacob Kerr in his 11 to start 20th. 21st going to be Duncan O'Connor, welcoming him back in his deuce. Rob Newman in his number 33 to start 22nd. And to start the 12th row, looks like it's going to be the 44 of Rivers Jones, starting 23rd. 24th is going to be Tom Torrey. And I believe that, yep, there's one more. Matt O'Brien. Last season had a phenomenal season in his Cloud 9, number 20, I believe. This season, as you can see, rocking the famed number 43. Let's see if that brings him any luck. We'll just have to wait and see. All right, let's go ahead and clear all that and see where these gentlemen are. Looks like green flag's up. Let's get ready to roll. Pace car's off. Barney's got the flag well in hand. Let's go. All right, so completing a lap number 1, looks like Matthew Gale is going to go ahead and grab that lap again. Tonight is all about track position for next week's Daytona race. So let's go ahead and bring up your tower. Again, bring up everything that you're going to need for the full night and show you where your favorite drivers are. So again, coming off of turn 2 down the backstretch, you definitely see that there's quite a bit of pushing on the bottom side. You've got Matt Gale, Maxwell Castro, Joseph Turley, Byron Jones, and Dylan Robb, as it looks like they're kind of having whoever that was, just having a little bit of a connection issue, but we're going to be able to stick with them. Just have to switch things up just a little bit. So, any favorites out there? Obviously, I see that James Holzer did decide to rejoin his teammate in that number 17 cream-colored EMGG machine up on the high side. But there's I don't see very many people falling to the back on this one, like we saw last race where they had dropped well over 4 seconds. This race, not so much. Everybody's staying very much in tow. There is that number 3 Patriot Esports. Looks like Ford Mustang GT for Byron Jones. He was out there in chat earlier. He was kind of giving us a little bit of an insight on tires and how these things handled. So far, he's rocking P number 4 on the inside, and he's actually in his Jones P&D, Jones Paint and Designs Ford Mustang. He will actually be one of the sponsors for the full season, and if I'm not mistaken, 2 of the races I know right off the bat will be at Daytona, and the other will be at Phoenix to wrap the season up in for the season 2 championship. As it looks like one is going to go ahead and drop back. I believe that's going to be no, I thought for a second it was Zach Deutscher, but Zach is still right here running P4 in his number 21 blue oval. All right, so earlier in the in duel number 1, there were quite a few people rooting on a few different drivers. Who do y'all have this race? Who is it going to be? Saying that the time and scoring is messed up. You know what? You're right. Let's go ahead and reset that right now. Sorry about that. Appreciate you pointing that out to me. Not quite sure what happened there. Looks like Kosh is bringing it back just in time. There we go. Dylan Robb leading. Appreciate that, man. All right, so let's go ahead and find out if we caught it because we were resetting at the time. Let's see if we caught what happened right there. looks like something is going on with the broadcasting software. So having a little bit of a snafu here. Let's try this one more time. I apologize. All right, let's see. And unfortunately, no, it did not catch it. But let's go back and check in with Andrew Sanford. Looks like he may have been involved. So let's try a manual rewind here. See if we can find out exactly what happened. All right, definitely see that the 44 was involved with that. All right, let's go ahead and stop that right there. Let's switch on over again. We'll switch on over to our chase cam. We'll switch on over to the 44 since we saw Rivers Jones was part of it, and we'll play it out from here. It just looks like not a whole lot of checking up, and a few guys kind of went around. All right. All right. I apologize. I wish I would have had a better view of everything that just happened, but had to reset the tool. That way you guys were able to see the scoring pylon properly. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. At least you got an idea. All right, so looks like Dylan Robb, he did stay out. I think I saw Dylan earlier. Let me see if I can find him right now. Yep, Dylan is down in Team HPRL. So let's go ahead and see if we can find grab a hold of him right quick. Dylan, it's repeat up in the broadcast booth. I see the pace car lights are still on. There we go. I'll get it out one of these days. Man, so far you got the field in your rear view. How do you feel about the race tonight? You saw how the cars were getting a little bit looser in the long run in duel number 1. Can you keep everybody back there for the rest of this duel, sir?
We'll see what happens, Pete. I mean, we got the guys. Everyone's rolling the push. These things are tanks, too, so these guys can take the biggest pushes you can even imagine. So I'm thinking there's going to be some shake-up here up in the front. It depends on if I get a good restart or not.
Well, I see everybody starting to go back double file. Jordan McGraw, 2 year outside. You're just now coming across the start stripe. Is there anybody in particular that you're looking forward to seeing in your rear view that you know you can trust to give you a shove when all the chips are on the table, sir?
Yeah, I mean, I've known Max for a while, so I hope he can help me out a little bit. I know Rivers, the 44, one of the Brody Falliker. They're all good friends of mine, so hopefully if I see one of those guys in my mirror, I'll think it'll be good.
Man, someday I'm going to have to get a hold of you. I see that you're out of Mooresville. That's actually right where I work, right at the end of the runway for RDU. I'll have to see if we catch up sometime. Yep, see if we can catch up sometime for lunch and talk racing. But, buddy, you're on the backstretch. I'll go ahead and I'll get you back down in Team HPRL. Good luck. Go get them. And as I said in pre-race, man, keep the shiny side up, sir.
Thanks, Pete. Have a good one.
You got it. Thank you. All right, so there you go. He's got a lot to think about now. He says that he trusts Maxwell Castro in his rear view. I've also known Maxwell for quite a while as well, going back to the console days. So we'll have to see if he can live up to his reputation and shove this 16 for all it's worth when it really matters the most. All right, so let's go ahead and clear that. Go ahead and get ready to restart. See if we can get back to our full field. Here we go. Lights on the car out again, pulling down pit road. Let's go.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, vroom, vroom, Roman, HD. Good to see you out there, buddy. Thanks for coming out, checking out, kind of hanging out a little bit. This kicking off season number 2 for the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series. This is just the Duels, duel number 2 in action, 18 laps remaining. And, buddy, always good to see you. Also, Coffee NR, thank you very much for the sub with Prime. For 2 months, man. Thank you very much. Definitely appreciate it. And glad that you're here. Definitely see y'all again on Saturday night when the Bump and Run iRacing series goes back live. Definitely ready to kick that off as that season starts to go into overdrive. I believe they are at Dover this week for chase race number 1. Brianna Lavin now leading the field. Duncan O'Connor P2, Jordan McGraw, Cody Kalinga, and Zach Deuscher. That's going to be your top 5. But look at this. Like I was starting to say before that caution came out, nobody really laying in the back anymore. There's one car back there. I'm not quite sure if that's due to damage or missed a shift on the restart. Maybe accidentally restart in 4th gear or what. And then you see that one car in the sucker hole. He's going to go all the way to the back and have to hope that he can find a hole either on the high side or low side and stay in the draft and not have to fall back to that guy that's way tail end Charlie right now. Cody Kalinka now leading the procession. It looks like 71 of Brianna, though, going to try to hold it off. And just like what Ryan had said in duel number 1, the high side really comes in as the long run goes. The bottom side, they're going to scrub tires just a little bit, and the momentum on the high side, the fresher tires on the high side, they really start to prevail as the long race goes on. Now you see the 81 of John Osborne really ducking to the bottom right in front of Cody to try to get a big old shove back double wide. Way up by the wall is Brianna, and looks like he's going to be able to hold off, coming across the stripe. That would have been the 71's lap as well. BK Doug, hello repeat. How's the best broadcaster doing, buddy? I don't know about the best broadcaster, but definitely one of the broadcasters that absolutely feels lucky enough to be able to call these races. These guys on your screen, they are the one putting on the show. I'm just the lucky one that gets to talk about it, buddy. But BK, good to see you, sir. So the last duel also had one caution. They went back green on lap number 4. We'll have to see if this duel had their caution early and they go green the rest of the way. What's your take on it? If I was to put up a poll, what would it be? Yeses and nos, maybes. Who thinks that they go green from here on out, or who thinks these guys will go all out when it comes to 5 to go, 4 to go, 3 to go, and bring out a yellow possibly for a green-white checker to set up the second duel in for this brand new season 2 for the Shake and Bake series. And again, big welcome to everybody that's out there, whether it's on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or Roku, through your favorite Roku TV or Roku streaming device. Don't forget that the IROC TV logo that's inside the track map, they are this season's primary season sponsor, picking Shake and Bake for their quality races all season long, and yes, an actual paid sponsor, not just an affiliation or anything like that. They are actually a paid sponsor to carry their information all season long. You can go on over to your TV, to your Roku streaming device, search out that logo that you see, and you'll be able to watch each and every Monday night's race in beautiful 4K. And it doesn't get much better than that. Jordan McGraw trying to come on down, maybe a little bit of side draft on that number 79 for Cody Kalinka, but not able to really, do anything with him. Zach Deutscher also coming up the bottom side. Still see the 3 back there of Byron Jones. He's up 13 spots. But so far, you got to give it to the leader, John Osborne, with that caution, up 33 positions since the race started, up the most of anybody else. Most other notable mentions going to be John Osborne in P3, up 31. Duncan O'Connor also, as he's starting to fall back a little bit, but Cody Kalinka up 32, and many, many more as this race has gone on. And something tells me that is just SDK giving me a little bit of an issue because there are not 44 drivers. I believe what it's doing, it's taking the original qualifying starting position, not necessarily where they started in this race, so you can kind of disregard that. In case you're looking at the running order on the left-hand side, those that are in a colored actually have a colored number, not white. Those are the ones that have to race their way in. So right now, Byron Jones sitting 7th in his number 3. He's in the catbird seat. You see Kerr in that 11. You see Castro in the 27, falling back to 13th. You see Hilker in his number 7, 18th. Turkey 13. Sitting back P19. Andrew Wisdom sitting 19th now in his number 15. So those are the ones that really have to try to move their way up to race their way in to next week's race. Again, I believe in qualifying there was 50 drivers, if I'm not mistaken, but only 40 or 43 will actually make the show. But that qualifying order will happen each and every week. And some believe that when you go to Daytona next week is where the real racing starts. That's what happens when you're putting it into that actual driver's hand. It's not about the draft. It's not about who you line yourself up with. It's all about saving tires, saving fuel, managing your car the best you can, having no real issues. During last season, I went ahead and pulled up the season schedule for the viewers in that. And in case there's anyone new or those that were racing in Duel number 1 but are now watching Duel number 2, here is their season. So you got the Duels tonight. You got Daytona next week for 90 laps. Phoenix for 140 laps on March 13th. Atlanta, Legacy Atlanta, not the Super Speedway Atlanta. Again, putting it back into the driver's hands on March 20th. COTA, Circuit of the Americas, on March 27th for 31 laps. Iowa for 180 laps on April 3rd. And then Auto Club, the last race in the 2-mile configuration for 90 laps on April the 10th. But there is your full 34-week schedule laid out. All right, back to racing, and again, big welcome to everybody that's out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and of course IROC TV on Roku, watching live through the app. Welcome aboard. All right, so Osborne still leading. Cody Kalinka, Zach Deutscher, Byron Jones, and Dylan Robb as the field kind of getting mixed up a little bit. 71 up high, wide, and handsome all by himself. Everybody else in that middle and bottom line getting a little froggy. Looks like one is what's gonna happen? I'm going to guess he was able to bring it back on track. That wasn't Rob Newman, wasn't Brody Falliker. Was it Tom Torrey? Yep, that's who it was. It was Tom Torrey, but he was able to save this 99 machine. And I believe Torrey is okay if I'm not mistaken, but way in the back, definitely lost the draft. I talked about Matt O'Brien earlier, how he was in that Cloud 9 machine all last season, and now he switched on over to the 43. Well, there he is in that Allegiant 43 with the 11 of Kerr, giving him a shove, and it looks like he's actually going to spin him out. This will be caution number 2. Very unfortunate. And that played out live. But we'll go ahead and we'll replay it one more time. let's go ahead and let's see where. All right, let's go ahead and play it from here. In fact, you know what? Let's back it up a little bit because you can actually already see that one car is all over the 11's bumper. These guys were really shoving hard. All right, let's go ahead and stop it and go ahead and play it. 11 moves down with the 43, and then just no hole there, and 11 dumps the 43, sending a few cars, including that 63 Tide ride, up into the outside wall. That was Evan Knopp. Very, very unfortunate. You see the 6 there as well. That's going to be Cody Giles. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so John Osborne leading the way in his number 81. Let's see if we can find John. I believe he was in Eon's race channel earlier. Let's go ahead and bring him on up. Mr. Osborne, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in that Woody's number 81 Camaro.
What is up, Repeat?
What is up, brother man? Well, you got the whole field in your rear view. You're able to keep that thing both on the bottom and up high. Where do you want to be when Barney waves the white? Do you want to be up on the high side? Do you want to be on the low side? Do you think that you're going to have to come in to salvage any bit of tire? What? How you feeling about your Camaro? How's it handling?
It's handling really good. I set it up a little tighter just in case we get a long run, so it feels really good, especially on the bottom. I would like to stay on the bottom. It honestly just depends on how the lines are. If top is super organized, it might be good to be up there, but I guess we won't really know until we're coming to that white flag. But the Camaro, Woody's Camaro feels really good.
So you're going to have Cody Kalinka, Zach Deutscher, Byron Jones, and Dylan Robb to round out your top 5. Is there anybody in that top 5, or are you looking for someone a little bit further behind them to be up your tailpipe when that white flag comes out? Or are you hoping that there's just an explosion of cars behind and you're in the right place, right time to come across with the W?
Well, Cody's been doing a great job pushing me there. When we were too wide. He was doing an excellent job, hitting me in the middle of the bumper. I know the 21, I think he's got to race his way in, so I would not be surprised if he's going to be a little aggressive. I know he's going to be behind me here on the start, so I'm not real sure there, but I've raced a lot with Byron, but whoever's behind me, as long as they're hitting me square, I don't really care.
That's what it's all about, especially in these cars and how loose they get in the long run. All right, well, John, I definitely wish you a whole lot of luck. Keep that Woody's paint scheme pointed in the right direction. Keep that thing digging. Keep the shiny side up, and maybe we'll be talking a little bit later when we get to Daytona next week.
You got it, buddy. Appreciate your Repeat.
You too, man. Let's go. All right, so we got him back down with his Eon's Motorsports teammates. Lights atop the pace car are out. We're going to get ready to go back green. You can see them just now coming off of turn 2, starting the backstretch, and what a race to the finish it's going to be. This caution seems like it flew in the same exact time as lap time. Or as last time, not lap time. So it looks like that's kind of where we're sitting with the tires, although that seemed like it was a little bit more about contact. It's going to really be interesting next week when we've got our full field, high side, low side, all set up, and we get to about 20 laps in on the green flag laps, and cars are really starting to get super loose. We'll have to see. All right, so let's go ahead and clear all this out. Get ready to go back green. They should be coming off turn number 4 right now. Pace car is still on track. There it goes. Okay, he's going to go ahead and duck on in right now. Again, John Osborne, Cody Kalinga, Zach Deutscher, Byron Jones, Dylan Robb. That's your top 5. Green flag's out. Let's go. Oh, looks like we got another big one happening in the back. And caution will be out, so we're going to go with another green-white checker attempt. And I think I saw the 17 involved in that one. So I'll see if I can go back and find it. 17 is going to be James Holzer, and he's a little bit further back. Let's go ahead and double click with him and switch this up just a little bit. He was in the middle of a 3 wide, so let's change up the cam just a little, and we'll go ahead and rewind this because as you can see, it's already happened. All right, stop it there. So here we go. This is our scenario. All right. So we got Holzer in the middle. We got 19 up high. I believe it's going to be the 27 down low. The 81 also down low. Looks like the middle line is really prevailing right here. Let's go ahead and play this out. See how this all happened. Holzer in the middle. Looks like the DeWalt machine kind of, a little bit of net code on that bottom side, and that's going to absolutely set off this chain reaction, and nothing that they could do about it whatsoever. Let's go ahead and rewind that one more time, and we will play it out with a closer camera. All right, let's switch it on over. Not that one. Not that one. There we go. All right, let's play it out. Jacob NASCAR out there in chat saying, no, not the 17. All right, let's go and bring it back live. All right, so now Cody Kalinka is going to be leading with Byron Jones, who has to race his way in order to make sure that he will race in next week's Daytona season starting race. See, again, season number 2 for the Shake and Bake iRacing Cup Series. Let's see if old Cody is available here. Yes, he is. Looks like he's manually disconnect motorsports. Why not? All right, let's see if we can bring Cody on up right quick. Cody, it's your good old buddy Repeat up in the booth. Bud, you got a quick copy in that machine?
I got you, buddy.
Well, Cody, definitely been a little bit, but welcome back. Good to see you leading. Byron Jones is going to be restarting P2 rather. One of your old buddies, Maxwell Castro, is going to be restarting right behind you. Mike DeWalt on the high side. And then to round out the top 5 is going to be John Osborne. What do you think your chances on this green-white checker will be to start P2 on the outside next week at Daytona?
Yeah, I mean, just got to get clear, going through the gears and control both lanes, hopefully. And, you know, just hopefully get good help on the bottom.
Well, there was I forget who it was up there earlier said that he was looking forward. I believe it was the 81 rather. He said he actually wanted Maxwell Castro to be right behind him. So you might might have a chance at getting what sounds like a pretty good pusher right behind that nationwide machine. And I definitely wish you a whole lot of luck, sir.
Yeah, he's a good pusher. I appreciate it, man. Let's get it.
All right, I'll get you back down to. I gotta love your team name, by the way. Manually Disconnect Motorsports. Gotta love it. All right, man. All right, so Cody right back down with his teammates. God Power says, Pete, missed you last night. You missed a great race last night. A lot better than they normally are on the road course. I know the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series ran a road course last night, but I was traveling with family, so that's the way that cookie crumbled. But I will be back next Sunday night for those guys. And if I'm not mistaken, God Power, you got that win. So congratulations, sir. Way to get it. Going through turns 3 and 4 right now. And these guys going to go ahead and set it off one more time. What do you think? All green, or are we going to have a second attempt at a green-white checker? What's it going to be, chat? What's it going to be? Pace car pulling off, making that left turn towards Albuquerque. Here we go.
Green flag.
Green flag. Byron Jones going to go ahead and grab that start. Mike DeWalt right behind him in that flex bolt number 19. 79 is going to fight back hard on the inside. 27 of Maxwell Castro shoving that 79. Caution's going to fly again. Looks like Cody Giles, Brody Falliker, and a couple others going to be a little bit further in the back. Tom Torrey, Joseph Turkey, and Matt Gale going to be involved in this one. Let's go back and find out what happened here. Going to go ahead and rewind a little bit so we can catch up with what happens in real time. All right, let's stop that. Just nowhere to go. One, a 6, and then others in the back. Just nowhere to go. Did see one car up high, able to get on the binders and not get involved. That could be a good thing. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, looks like we are going to have some separation between the field. So looks like a few did go on down pit road to try to fix up their machine a little bit, try to grab the best possible finish that they can. Brody Falliker, River Jones, Derek Hilker, and Matt O'Brien. Good thing about Matt O'Brien and Brody Falliker is they are automatically into next week's race. They don't have to worry about it. Matt O'Brien was a very, very serious threat for the championship that James Holzer ultimately ended up running away with. All right, lights atop the pace car are still on. So we're going to have one more lap of caution. All right, ready for this shootout. That's exactly what it's going to be as the lights atop the pace car finally turn off. Apologize if I'm a little out of breath. Had to run downstairs right quick and bring my dog in. All right, so green-white checker attempt number 2. Pace car is going to go ahead and make that left turn once they get to the front stretch one more time. Yeah, Frozen out there saying about to get wild, lots of chatter. I could imagine. I could imagine. Everybody wants to win this. Byron Jones, who has to race his way in on that outside in the Jones P&D Patriot Esports. Number 3 Ford Mustang GT is in a prime spot. Frozen says final 2 spots determined on this. So all the chips on the table right now. Maxwell Castro in that number 27. He's got to race his way in. So does Byron Jones on the outside. Does Mike DeWalt stay with Byron to push him through? What is going to happen? Pace car's off. Green flag's out. Let's go. Who is it going to be? Who are the final 2 to race their way into the Shake and Bake iRacing Season 2 Daytona season starting race next week? Again, this is duel number 2. 3 getting a big old shove from the 1981, kind of laying back just a little bit. Not pushing the pusher. The golden rule at Daytona and Talladega. Kind of a little bit of jumbled up behind them. 3 taking a lead. 19 as the 27 and 79 become disconnected. 2 laps remaining. They are out front, but are they out front too far? Can the 34 and J-Mac and the 81 get lined up? Does the 79 and 27 get a big old run and jump to the outside? What happens here? Staying lined up for now. 5, 6 cars deep. Nobody pulling out just yet. White flag's out. Byron Jones has the field in tow. 19 sticking with him. We got, I think that was going to be Zach Deutscher up into the outside wall. 79, 27 coming. Will they have a run? Will they have any help to take it? Will the bottom side prevail? Here they go. 79 pulling up. 19 comes up, gives a little bit of a block. 27 not yet on the 79's back bumper, so no real help. There we go, little bit of separation on the bottom side as well. Nothing doing there. 79 all over the place. Again, no help. Here comes the 81. 27, 27, 19 make a little bit of contact. This is going to take Byron Jones out of it, moving Jacob Kerr into the lead with no real challenge. Here comes J-Mac. Can he get it done? Nope. Jacob Kerr advances. Jordan McGraw, P2. Mike DeWalt, P3. Cody Kalinka, P4. Cody Giles, P number 5. Byron Jones, P6. Turkey in the number 13 is going to be 7th. So Kerr and Byron Jones, I believe, may be the 2 to advance through based on finishing position. So even though Byron was spun, he may have actually made his way through into the race that he is actually sponsoring, the Jones Paint and Design Daytona 90 or Daytona, we'll just call it Daytona 500 next week. Unreal. Congratulations, Jacob Kerr, in winning duel number 2 to start off the season. That finish, though, absolutely. All right, so you see a little bit of a warm-up here. Nothing actually happening. All right, guys and girls, thank you so much for coming out, hanging out, chatting it up, keeping me company. Definitely all kinds of fun tonight. Great finishes in both duels. Absolutely a lot of fun. And, man, I definitely hope to see everybody throughout the season. It's going to be a great one. It's going to be a strong one, and I cannot wait. Maze Ninja says, GG's! Absolutely. Maze, thank you very much, and everybody that's out there in the MGG watch party for coming out. Definitely appreciate it. Danny Bananas, I won't forget you, I promise you. Mal, if you're out there as well, thank you very much. Everybody that came out, hung out, chatted up, kept me company and each other company, whether it's on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, YouTube, or of course through iROC TV, through your favorite Roku device. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will see you all next week at Daytona, where we'll see our finishing, our starting lineup based on tonight's race. So again, everybody that finished in an odd number will start on the bottom line. Everybody that finished in an even number will be on the top line. So there you go. We'll see exactly how that all played out. For now, though, everybody, please, take care of each other, stay safe, and we'll see y'all again very, very soon. Have a great night.